Most people think value investing is about finding cheap stocks. But the real question is, how cheap is cheap? How long you should hold? How many stocks are enough? And most importantly, how do you test whether your version of value investing is actually working? We have all of these questions today. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to build a value investing strategy within IntelliWealth, starting from a default setup and refining it step by step using data, AI, and strategy coaching until it's ready for paper trading, even before you put it for actual money. Let's start with step one. We start with the default value of the strategy. So on IntelliWealth, what do? I don't start with formulas or spreadsheets. I start with intent. I simply ask, create a value investing strategy for me. And this is how it goes. And if you look at this, what has happened is the platform automatically sets up a broad equity universe. It looks at value oriented parameters like reasonable valuation, profitability, balance sheet quality. A default portfolio size is standard rebalance frequency. And this is my baseline strategy to start with. Not perfect, but a good point to start. What is extremely important is now I have something I can measure and improve upon. It also gives me a backtest result. It's a reality check. I immediately run a backtest, and this is where most investors gets their first surprise. The returns are decent, but drawdown might be higher than expected. Our returns might lag the index in certain cycles, and that's fine because this is just a start. Now let's look at the result. If you look at this, it has run over universe, price to book value of less than 3, a price to earning ratio less than 20, return on equity greater than 15, and dividend yield greater than 2. Now, these are all which gives you quality as well as the value part of it. The portfolio size is 10 and a rebalance frequency of quarterly. No hedge used, and we will talk about it. And finally, if you look at the backtesting results for the last 12 months, it gives a 24% return, a CAGR of 23%. Now, if you look below, it looks at who the top gainers are, which is BPCL, State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, and top losers, which is REC. And now this is a start. Now we need to modify a lot of parameters. Now, important parameter to look here is what kind of rebalancing, how much transaction it had. Also, we did it for 10 stocks. Does it work for 20? Does it work for 25? And these are the things which we need to verify and before we zero in on our final strategy. So what is that we would like to try? Can you expand for 20 stocks? What it does is it gives us now capability to check whether the same strategy would have worked for a larger number of stocks, because that increases diversification and reduces the risk, because 10 stocks, 20 stocks is better than 10 stocks any day in terms of risk. So what do we see? And if you look at the results got better, and this is very surprising. The next point would be to check it over a period of 3 years and 5 years also to see whether this strategy configuration does make sense. So can you run it for 3 years is a valid question to ask at this point in time. And once you do that, you are able to get the results over a longer period of time. We also can change the rebalance frequency, which is currently quarterly. For value investing, it might work quarterly, but for a momentum strategy, we would need to test with weekly, monthly as well. And this also gives us a lot of confidence whether our strategy is resilient over a longer period of time. So this is not guesswork anymore. It's data talking back to me. If you look at this, for 3 years, it ran and gave a 36%, which is very good, 20 stocks as well. And what more can we do? We can also look at modifying some of these parameters as well. And we can leverage the strategy coach, which helps us get to better. So we can ask the strategy coach, can you suggest improvement to this value investing strategy? And what it would do is it would try to look at a lot of the simulations which have historically happened and a lot of learning it has already done to see if the value investing parameters look fine and are there better parameters make sense. So this is which can be done. We need to make sure that we are looking at a decent enough strategy is getting built as we move along. This might take a little while because it's a lot of science which goes into it. We would finally test with a hedge as well. And once we have had a look at what parameter it suggests we can run, and this is an iterative process. So it is not that it is going to take 5-10 minutes for you to make this strategy. You would have to spend at least half an hour. Let's look at some of the things which it has suggested. It says you are looking for deep value without hedge, medium to long term. You are looking at price to book value and other parameters as well. Now, what are the suggested improvement? It says you can tighten the price to earning ratio. You can also increase the return on equity requirement and also the yield. You can remove and add a new rule on the total debt to equity. Now, what happens is, so this gets a recommendation. You can try with these, and I'm not going to do that here. What I can do is maybe with a hedge, can you simulate with gold bees as hedge? And this is very straightforward, an ETF which we can use. And if you're not able to find a stock, it uses gold bees instead and acts as a hedge. It reduces your drawdown. So we are just not looking for return. We are going to look for reducing the risk and consistency. This is where strategy design moves from, it becomes an art which is backed by science. We also told how to leverage a strategy coach. We also told how you can look for different ranges. And finally, what you can do is you can save down this strategy and you can do it for paper trading. So if you come 1 week down and then see what result it has, you will be able to see whether your strategy is performing or not, even before you deploy your capital on it. And this is the way you would go about creating a value strategy, leveraging AI and data to create something which you can rely upon. This is where we end. And I would like to show you the results as and when they come. If you look at with gold bees, the results got even better, 38% CAGR. It is because gold has done exceptionally well in the last couple of years. And you can easily see that gold itself has generated a return of 30%, which is an extra return, which you wouldn't have made at all because had you find those. So this is where theory meets discipline. I let it run, I observe, I learn. Only after that does capital come into picture. So what's the next steps? This is how a value investing strategy should be done in today's world. Not by copying stock tips, not by blind faith, but by designing, testing, and learning. IntelliWealth does tell you what to buy. It helps you build your own. It just doesn't tell you what to buy. It helps you build your own investment logic backed by AI and real data. If you have ever wanted to build a value investing strategy that actually matches your risk, horizon, and mindset, this is where you start. Thanks a lot for joining today. I look forward to seeing you in our future sessions as well. Thank you.